All right. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? All right. Tune in, tune in, tune in. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's give it a few minutes. We're almost done. Let's get about 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Let's go. I got some sauce. I got some sauce for you. I'm so excited, baby. I'm so excited. All right. All right. Let's rock. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from all parts of the world. Listen, if you're watching this in the morning, if you're watching this in the evening, if you're watching this at night, listen, it is still an amazing time right now. And listen, if you're watching it during this replay, do me a favor in the comments. I need you guys to type in #replay just so I can identify who you guys are rocking with us, right? So I'm super excited because the markets were amazing today. Matter of fact, before we even go deep into things, let me actually just show you guys some sauce real quick. Like I said, the markets were very, very generous, very beautiful today. You know, we actually had beta, which gave us some great setups that pushed well over, look at that, 90, look at that, 150, look at that, over 180 points, right? We had some good buys that came in. We actually had some amazing sells. Look at that first sell that dropped for literally 85 points. The next sell dropped literally for over 75 points. And if you would have held that first trade, already 100 points secured, right? That's actually NAS 100. Let me actually show you guys some more. We had US 30 today that I literally just showed the team the setup, but today US 30 was actually very, very generous with us. We started off with some nice sells that ended up pushing for about 95 points, right? We had this first buy that ends up pushing for about 100 points, right? We got this second buy that pushes well over 80. So best believe we had some good buys, and then we just finished off this US 30 session. Well, I'm pretty much done for the day just because the goals have been hit. But look at this. Right at this sell, I was able to bag about 100 points myself. It ends up pushing not just 150, but over 200 points. And now we actually got that recent setup that did a solid 90. So family, everybody who is watching this video, right? If you're watching this video, I know right now I'm recording it at 1:25 Eastern. So majority of the people are either at work, majority of the people are probably asleep, whatever it is. But I want to show you guys the ins and outs of these amazing resources that we have as we're preparing to launch, because they're all here specified for a specific purpose. And that's to helping you see more consistency in the market. That's for it to help you really be not only more consistent, but have the proper tools, the proper community of people to work with, and be on the right mindset to get to that next level. So what I'm going to do is I actually just wanted to, while I'm recording, I got the members, they're talking in the Discord. So I'll answer them later. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to review these resources, right? Because the amazing thing is the exact same way that I'm able to grab these resources, become profitable, is the same way that we have people coming into this platform and doing the exact same thing, right? It's crazy when people come in their first week and literally are already seeing results. What am I talking about, right? Let's actually head over into our Discord community, and you're going to literally see it for yourself, where inside our Discord, right, we have our trade talk, right? We have our members discussing the markets, as you can see, right? We have Diego catching some points, right? These were some things we discussed. We have members already in profit. Look at that, 352, taking our setups, right? Using our tools. But what's even better is, aside from actually talking about the markets, which we're doing on a daily basis, right? Because we want to make sure you got the sauce. Let's check out those profits. Let's check out those testimonials of other people, not just myself, right? Coming in profits, right? Anthony came in some profits. It looks like Dean was able to generate some profits, right? It looks like HVAC Boss was able to come in on top, earning some profits. Look at that. Literally, what's crazy is this member literally started with us last week. And already I think this was right here. I think this was his first day already testing out, seeing results, right? Dean came out on top, right? Who's this? Dustin Edwards came out on top, right? So these tools, these resources, all are here to help you do what? See more consistency and see more profitability. How is that possible? How is it possible that you can use these resources, tap into the largest financial markets, whether if you're trading Forex, indices, or gold, and be more profitable, see more consistency? Well, let me show you. The problem is we have these tools inside our FX tool suite that truly solve all the problems traders face. The first one is not understanding the trend. The second one is not understanding a true pullback. And the third is not understanding when to get in the market, right? If we can help you understand all of those key factors, which I'm going to show you, then we can help you truly elevate to be more consistent, more profitable. And now you can put all of that energy into getting now funded as a trader. Super exciting stuff, right? So let's actually head over into our trading view so you can actually see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to these resources. Because best believe, here, I didn't even need to show you that sauce with how we started the day, because it's all coming down a level of play. All right. So the first thing you're going to notice is when you're looking at the market, you always want to know what type of trend you are in, right? Trend. You want to know if you're buying or if you're selling the market, because when you're trading, you honestly are so confused if you should buy, if you should sell. You're emotionally attached to your trade that what happens is you don't know what's going on. So what you're going to notice is the first indicator that our members have access to is called the pullback pips indicator, right? And this indicator does two things. I don't think you guys understand the power of this indicator, but let me show you the first thing that it does. As you can already see, right? You're going to notice it gives us this red and this green background, right? Now that's there to assist you in identifying your trend, whether if that's the trend on the current time frame, whether if that's the trend on a bigger picture time frame, right? Now the second thing this indicator has, let me go into the settings, it's literally going to help you identify your structure, right? Because I said all of these indicators are here specified for a specific reason while you trade, whether if that's manually or a little bit more busy on the schedule, right? So for example, as you can see, this level of structure, let me just give you guys some basic sauce. These levels are going to help us identify where we can take the market, but also what happens when the market breaks a level, right? So for example, let's look at this example. You see right here how the market's looking to possibly break that structure, right? You can see how the pullback pips is telling us, hey, look out, you might be in a bearish market. So clearly we know to look out for the breaks to the possible downside. Look at that, where we can possibly, and this is just you manually trading, but best believe we have other tools and resources that are going to put you in the game. We know we can minimize our risk. We know we can maximize our profit, right? Placing our stops above where the market has no business being, right? So as the market marinates, you saw exactly what it did. It referenced those levels. It hit our targets, right? Just from being able to identify some structure breaks, some momentum, right? Now, as the market moves, I also want to show you the power, because as you can see, we were in a bearish market. Let's look at the scenario right now. What is the market doing? If you notice, As the market was going up, it broke structure. It broke structure, which is actually telling you, hey, look out. We're looking to now go up. How far up? Well, guess what? I have these levels that I can use to target, right? So by being able to identify and know all of these things, you can look out for your opportunities, maximize on your setups, and best believe take some nice targets to the upside, right? If you need, minimize that risk so you could do what? Maximize on that profit opportunity. And what you're going to notice is look at what the market does. It moves, right? Not only that, but it's going to look to target those structure levels, which you know are going to be where you want to secure the bag, right? You see how this is literally the manual trader's dream? Knowing the trend, knowing where to get in and out of the market, and doing what? Securing the bag, right? If you can do that by the time you would have caught this sell entry, right? You would have caught that buy entry, and I guarantee you, you would have already been happy and content. Why? Because you caught 90 points here and you caught over 130 points there. That's over 200 points in less than 2-3 hours, right? And that's just with one of our tools, the pullback pips indicator, understanding the trend, your entries, your exits. Now, the second indicator, right? Don't worry, family. For everybody watching, you're watching it at an amazing time, whether if it's right now with me, if it's the replay. So aside from the pullback pips indicator, which you can use on your Forex pairs, your indices pairs, you can use it on gold. Now, we need a tool that's going to help us identify not only when to get in the market, because people struggle with that as well, but also to help us identify if the market might want to pull back, right? Because think about it. Let's go to our chart over here real quick. Let's just think about this. We don't even need this indicator real quick. Let's just look at a really blank. Let's think about this. If you are buying the market, wouldn't you want to at least be notified, right? With a specific indication saying, hey, look out, because this is a buying opportunity, or you know that you can look for a pullback because you are in a buyer's market. So what that means is you're now going to be able to now receive a striker alert that's going to help you notify, hey, look out for the buying opportunity, whether if that's an entry or a pullback. Because when you place an entry, you're doing one of two things. You're either doing a market execution, means you're getting in right now, or you're going to place a pending order, which means, hey, I'm going to wait for the market to do what? Pull back. Or wait for the market to what? Make a move, right? So when you see this tool, you're going to notice that not only is it going to help you at times to maximize and find some entries and some great exits, but also if the market does decide to pull back, you know that it's already there so you can get in, right? So let's actually check out our striker tool, because now the great thing is, aside from being able to know the trend in the market, we want to make sure now you have these opportunities to get into the market, no matter if you're experienced. We literally had someone got started last night and already this morning, already posting their profits and results. Why? Because this system is a system to help you save your time and energy and money, right? So if you remember, we have our pullback pips. What does this do? For everybody who's just joining in, you know, I'm actually reviewing these amazing tools that's going to simplify your trading and truly just keep it very straight to the point, right? So we have this tool right here that helps us represent the trend in the market. The next thing we decided to talk about was our striker, right? What is our striker? Here, let me actually just take this off, right? Our striker, as you can see, are represented by these red and these green bars, which help you do two things, I said. They help you understand when to get into the market and when to look for a pullback in the market, right? When to get into market and when to get into a pullback in the market. So for example, let's just look at the left to the right. Right here, we got our first sell setup. If you know that you're selling, any pullback is a great pullback to take that market on down. If you are selling, right, and you're entering right off of that striker, you know to place your stop losses above where the market has never been, right? And best believe you could minimize that risk. And at least this is what you can at least do, right? This is what you can at least do. You can at least do a very minimal one-to-one trade setup that this market plays into. right? You're going to learn how to find some setups. You're going to learn how to minimize on some setups, and you're going to learn how to maximize on some setups, right? So for example, let me just show you a very simple example, because this is what you will see happening. Here, let's grab the pullback indicator, right? And what we're going to do is just a very basic back test so you could see what happens. Because remember, the pullback indicator does what? It identifies your structure levels, right? So the striker tool, it happened over here, right? That would have been the sell that we would have gotten. What's happening right here? You just got the striker indication and the market just broke this level. This is beautiful. Why? Because that helps you do one of two things. If you know that this was resistance and now we are buying it, well, technically this level should be supportive. Let's minimize our risk and target these structure levels to the upside, right? Each of these levels are going to be an area you could take some partials. You could look to target as that market does what? Decides to move, right? And as it decides to move, you can do what? Minimize your risk and now take partials or look to maximize on that profit, right? So you saw it. The striker said, hey, look out for the buy. We bought it. The striker said it right here. Look out for that buy. So guess what happens when the market breaks that level? Guess where do you think it's going to go? Now that it broke that level, now that it broke that resistance, if it was too late, but look at the type of setup that I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. We're going to take it to the first structure level. We're going to minimize and at least have a nice solid 2-to-1. Let's see if it pulls back on us or if it just goes straight up into that target. It's relaxing. It's relaxing. It's relaxing. You know, that was a tight pull on getting, we eventually get stopped out right now. Yeah, we do. Boom. Right? So that happens. You get stopped out. It's part of the game, but you're going to reference these levels as areas to take your chart, right? Now, I just want to show you guys the last transition move that we did have, which was this sell, because look, right here where we got the striker indication, it breaks that level, right? So with that being said, this tool is going to help you see when you know the breaks, opportunity to get in, minimize your risk, targets to get out, right? Where are my targets to get out? These levels, boom, 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 right? So as the market marinates and moves, you can now have these areas of reference to target, whether if it's targeting here, whether if it's targeting there, right? The striker comes in again. And what did the striker say? Hey, look out for an entry or a potential pullback. To do what? Continue this market to the downside. Do what? Continue it to the downside. So you can see as it literally came down, the first one would have done easy. Look at that. Easy about 150 to almost 200 points, right? That next setup you would have gotten in literally pushed, I believe, a nice 70, 80 points, right? There you go, nice 70. And that would have been your setup, right? Take your losses like a champ, right? Let me show you what I mean by that. Take your losses like a champ, minimize that risk, but you're going to find these opportunities where, look at that, it moves 150. You lose 50, that's 100. Ooh, let me actually make another 180. That's 280. Plus another 70. That's 250. You know what I'm saying? So that's the striker tool. It helps you identify those entries and those pullback opportunities, right? Now, last but not least, I realized you're gonna see the story of how all of this comes together. When you're trading, the biggest thing is this is the problem. You have so many confirmations that you're trying to identify that by the time you place the trade, it's too late. The market's already moving. It doesn't pull back to the area, so you miss the pending or the entry that you truly wanted. So what happens is when you use these tools, you already have something that's telling you, hey, what type of trend am I in, right? You have something that's saying, hey, this is a specific level that's important. When the market breaks it, look out. When the market retests, look out. And I realized all of that is perfect, but for the manual trader, right? So these two tools are great. You got your pullback pips, and now you got your striker. You got your Forex opportunities, but then now you have your indices specific opportunities, whether if that's US 30, NAS 100. Now, this last tool I'm going to show you guys is called, it's literally in beta. And what that means is we're literally allowing our members access to it as we prepare to launch because it's been doing great. right? We literally had a member come in yesterday, use it her first day and see great results. That's why we need to release the beta. And what is beta? Beta is a system that you're going to receive notifications to straight to your phone. Whenever there's an alert, bada bing, bada boom, you can place it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So with beta, this is going to be specifically for your US 30, your NAS 100, and gold, right? Let me show you what I mean by beta. I'm going to bring everybody to the party today, right? It's just a trio, though. As you can see, with beta, beta is specifically going to alert you when there's a buying or a selling opportunity in the market. And the best thing about this is you already know bada boom, bada bing what pullback pips does. What does it do? It confirms the what? The trend, right? So when you see beta telling you to sell and you're confirming it in a seller's market, do you think I'm going to sell? Heck yeah. When you have beta telling you, hey, we're coming in for the buy, entry, not a pullback, right? Striker is the pullback and the entry boss, right? A beta is going to say, listen, we need to get in. We need to get in, right? Because if you would have gotten in and you would have done what? Minimized your risk, 40, 50 points, you would have already done easily. Look at that, 90 pointers, well, 88, 85, whatever you want to call it. If you waited a little bit, you maybe would have secured 75. I'll take it. But then you would have had some nice runs, right? I'm talking about this first entry that ends up pushing well over 100 points. Guess what I like to do at 100? Secure the bag, right? So best believe you would have seen what this market is doing, you know, caught some pullbacks with the striker if that's what you're into. But look at this next setup. We got the sell. We got the pullback confirmation for the sell. And best believe once that market breaks, it was a floodgate to the downside, right? That first setup would have gave some nice sauce over 180 points. The following setup after that, right there, as you can see it, minimal drawdown, goes straight for 90 points. Sauce. All of these are the three resources that I'm talking about that are helping people come out at the end of the day in profit, right? In profit, right? Doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter how small, in profit, right? If I can help you make an extra $50 a day trading Monday through Friday, hey, that's an extra $1,000 a month, right? If you could tap into a funded platform and do 10% a month, you already know the damage that can do if you're trading, you know, 100K, 200K, and that's all feasible with the right mindset, the right tools, right? So these are all amazing tools and resources that have been giving us great returns. Look at that. Hey guys, in 1 week from the 11th to the 15th, I don't know if you could see it on with Anthony's indicators. This is from a 4K account. Look, let me show you guys something. Hold up. I gotta bring out the alarms. Right? You already heard the notification. Listen, this is a quick testimonial so you guys can truly hear it. You can see it. You already know exactly what I'm referencing. I'm talking about the striker, the pullback pips, the beta indicator. These tools are here to simplify, right? We're in this pre-launch so you guys can get that lifetime access to this all, right? So let me just read that testimonial one last time, and I'll just do it from my phone so you guys can see my beautiful space because this gets me so excited. Right? It gets me so excited. All right, so let me come over here. Profits, testimonials. All right, so from July 11th, right? This is just 1 week's profits from July 11th to the 15th using Anthony's indicators. Listen, this is a 4K account. Listen, his $4,000 account did nearly 50% return in 1 week. I'm not saying you're going to do 50% every single week. I just want you to focus on an extra 2 to 5% a week, right? If you can do an extra 2 to 5% a week, you can get funded and do damage, right? Long story short, utilizing his personal funds with a 4K account does over 50%. That's about $2,000. He already made his money back in the first month, in the first week. That's why we're ready. That is why, because we want people to come in who are new. We want people to come in who are experienced already because these tools already work with what you're doing. These tools are specific and tailored to helping you either work on trend analysis, pullback entries, or specific entry points. So if you're the magical queen or king of Fibonacci, you can use Fibonacci. If you're loving how order blocks work, you can use order blocks. If you're loving how harmonics and all of this work, it's all going to work. Why? Because these tools are specific for entries. So everything now that you know is a confluence, right? Everything that you know, from a candlestick to an order block fill to a support level being broken or retested, is all confluence. But you still have something that's systematically already moving you in the right direction, right? Helping you already. Even while I'm talking, I'm receiving alerts telling me, hey, look out, the setup is coming. Hey, look out. So even if you're working a 9 to 5, like we have some of our members doing, they can at least receive that alert and within less than a minute, place the trade setup. But I'm not done. I won't tell the secrets all yet, but just know we're going to continue to innovate and develop, because this is just the beginning. This is just the pre-launch. This is just the taste of what is gonna be when each and every one of us dominates, right? So we got our pullback pips, we got our striker tool, we have our US 30. We have our indices alerts, which is beta. What else is included in the pre-launch, right? What else is included in the pre-launch? Let's actually head over real quick. And if you haven't done so, go to ajtfxlearning.com. But before you do that, before you do this, I want you to inbox me, because if you inbox me pre-launch, I'm going to give you a special discount on this special discount, right? As you can see, we're currently in pre-launch, which means that you'll have access to what? You're going to start off by having access to our US 30 and Forex training. It's our elite curriculum, right? Now, this right here is our 1.0, but you're going to see it has so much content breaking down support and resistance, trend lines, Fibonacci, our indicators, and so much more. The next thing you're going to have access to is our FX tool suite. I'm talking about the indicators. I'm talking about the charts. I'm talking about the cheat sheets, right? This is, as you can see, where you're going to be able to tap in and have access to these tools. The pullback pips, the striker, right? The beta alerts coming in, all magical. Now, and last but not least, we have our community, right? Because we're all here to help one another. So when you come in, best believe you're going to start here. You're going to start and check out our trade talk, where we discuss the markets each and every day. We have members posting their analysis. We have members posting their results, right? We're all here to help each other grow to that next level. So best believe when you come in for this pre-launch, you're going to have access to our elite curriculum. You're going to have access to our pullback pips indicator. You're going to have access to our striker tool and our alerts coming in. And the great thing is, since you're taking advantage of this pre-launch opportunity, you actually have one of two options. You can come in as a lifetime member, which is what I highly recommend everybody, because I can guarantee you the value is already well worth the price point. And we're just getting started. Wait until we launch our trade manager. Wait until I'm just going to hold off. Because the sauce is already here, right? I want you guys to get some sauce with that. So you have that option of either coming in at an extremely discounted price, right? With that lifetime access. You have an exact opportunity to come in at an extremely monthly opportunity. So for the people who are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to pay for the lifetime, which is extremely discounted, you can still get a taste without having to pay that full price on the monthly, right? So super exciting stuff. I got to get out of here, family. Like I said, I did my thing. We came into the markets. I'm done with New York session. We hit our goals. I gave you guys the sauce. I wanted to share this experience with you guys because I know I've been hidden in the background. Literally, I have a list of so many things I got to knock out aside from just trading, right? So we're in pre-launch mode. It's go time, and best believe we're just getting started. So if you haven't done so already, send me a message if you're interested in being part of the pre-launch. The lifetime special is still available. Let me say that again. The lifetime special is still available, which means you can get in right now one time and have lifetime access, right? Not have to worry about paying a monthly fee, not have to worry about paying an annual fee, not having to pay a renewal fee. One time, lifetime access. We already have 3 indicators that we've dropped, right? 2 that we've had, 1 in beta that's been doing great, and we have so much more to come. So super exciting, family. I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah, you'll see me on the next one. Let's go. Take care and have a great day.